What is up, guys? The LA Gaming here, and today I am bringing you guys a new series on MLB 17 The Show. It's going to be another Road to the Show series. I'm sure you guys are fully aware of this due to the title of the video, the thumbnail, and all those things that kind of make that a pretty obvious statement. But I know I already have a Road to the Show going that's a hitter, and so that's why in this one, obviously, I'm going to be making a pitcher. Another reason I enjoy making new ones that the OSFM rosters have more or less come out. I know they're always making adjustments to them. But this is the latest version I just got, the 1.5 that came out like I think a few days to a week ago. But as you guys are probably sure, based off the title and kind of the outline, the thumbnail and things I'm trying to talk about, you probably already know what I'm trying to make this picture like. And that is like Randy Johnson. Now, one thing I need to look up real quick. I don't recall Randy Johnson or swinging at the bat swinging at the bat. I don't recall him hitting very often. That's what I'm trying to say. So I need to just make sure that he was a lefty batting hand. But because it's very common that somebody's batting lefty but hits righty. Yeah. Okay. No, he actually bats right. He bats right. Okay, so that's what I was saying. So I'm glad I had to check that out, because you never know. Obviously, he didn't play in the National League very often, but I have no real control over where I get drafted, so I want to make sure all that stuff is right. Now, I looked at his pitch types, and the way I'm basing what pitches he threw, I'm not sure it's the most accurate science, but there was the last time he was in MLB The Show, I think it was in 07 or somewhere around there. And so Randy Johnson's pitch types in 2007's MLB The Show was a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a splitter, a 2-seam fastball, and a 2-seam fastball. So there you get those 5 pitches. So if I'm just gonna go with some of his main pitches I knew that he had, I'll go with the 4-seam, a slider, and a splitter, and then I'll get a 2-seam fastball, and I'll get a slurve later on, because the slurve is very similar to the slider, and a 2-seam fastball is obviously similar to a 4-seam. So I want to have 3 fairly different pitches with these 3. Now, if we're thinking about Randy Johnson, we need the max velocity and we need some break. I mean, he was just a dirty pitcher, so I'm really going to try to build him as similarly as possible. And this is literally going to be like a Randy Johnson remake. Like, this is going to be like him when he was a kid, working his way up. And this is only because I was a huge fan of Randy Johnson when he played. I was a lot younger at the time, so I don't have a lot of experience on how good he was or a lot of things he did, but he was always one of my favorite pitchers when I recalled him pitching, and whenever I was able to use him in video games when I was that young, he was always that one pitcher I always wanted to use. Now, he was born in California, which makes me assume that obviously he would be playing for the Western region, and now we need to actually try to make his face. So this is where things get a little bit more complicated. Also, this is kind of a random subject, but I wonder. No, that's not gonna happen. I was gonna talk about. Imagine how crazy it'd be. I'm gonna try to time it so I can hit a bird. If any of you guys don't know that story, I think it was in like 2001. Randy Johnson actually threw a fastball. I believe it was in spring training, and actually hit a bird, and the bird exploded. The likelihood of that happening, the sports science has one. The likelihood of that happening was, I recall, like being ridiculously low. I mean, just imagine how weird that is for a bird to fly by right when the pitch goes by, and to time it, and to go right where the ball is. I mean, that bird got drilled like by a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So a really unlucky situation for the bird. Let's see, what number was he? Just make sure that. Oh my god, I've seen all these pictures of Randy Johnson. I just need to see one with his number. 51, is that right? This one looks like, oh. Yeah, it looks like it's 51. I'll just go with that. Sounds good enough to me. From California. Physical appearance. Now, this is where things get interesting. Or no, general. Where am I going to talk about how tall he is? That's really worth. Okay, here we go. 6'10". Yep, the tallest you can make a pitcher in this game. He was a tall dude, and he wasn't actually all that big. That's what's funny, is he was like skin and bones for the most part. I think if I'm looking up his weights right now, and the recorded weight for him is about 220 probably. That's where I see a lot of them saying 220. I could always go back and fix this. So if you guys are actually debating how accurate these stats are, and you guys know for sure what these should be, let me know so I can fix it. So he had a more skinny body structure, so I think normal fits the best. I don't know how I'm gonna make his face. This is where things get really difficult. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna try making the face. I'm gonna try to go into detail. I'll see you guys in just a second because I want to show you guys the gameplay of me actually doing my showcase, or like the little showcase games, not the full showcase games, but the little pre-draft, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna do this really quick, and I'll just fast forward through all of it so you guys can see, and then I'll show you guys how I did it in the end, and you guys can tell me how it looks. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so funny enough, I just spent a lot of time on this, and it doesn't actually probably look anything more like Randy Johnson. I did not realize how difficult it is to try to make somebody look just like they do in real life. So I don't know if I want to go up close, because I feel like, I mean, if you look at this angle, maybe that's Randy Johnson. But I guess we can go up close so you guys can get an idea. This is Randy Johnson. You know, it's not terribly off. Okay, so the tough thing is, maybe we need to change the eye position. His eyes are decently close together like that. It's tough. This was like tough to do. I'll be honest. What does the eye scale do? Does he have crow's feet? And he did a little bit later in his career, so maybe subtle ones. He's young right now. No, my character's too young for him to have that. I mean, maybe a little bit like him. If you look at a picture online, it's not like terribly off. The picture I'm looking at, it looks maybe a little bit like him. There's not a lot of mustaches that are very good. Whatever. Anyways, that's gonna be him for now. I'm sure there'll be some extra. I'm sure, like I said, there'll be some more for me to do. Once I get more into it, but right now I'm more concerned with playing some games with him. But at this angle, when like the angle that we're gonna have, you can at least assume that's Randy Johnson. So now when you look at equipment, did he really wear any equipment? No, he just played. Looks like most of his gloves are black though, so we'll change our glove to black. And it didn't look like he pitched with a finger out. So, and I'm not worried about all this stuff, the batting. Uniform, the only difference is, he did wear a necklace. So we'll give him a necklace. It looked like a gold necklace. Outside of that, his hat seemed to have been semi-flat. And that's about all there is to him. The only thing I need to change now is his animation. I'm assuming, let's see, if he doesn't have one in the game, which he doesn't, I think he's one of the legend windups. I just don't know which one. Usually it comes out after like a few weeks. Usually everybody would be like, oh, this which windups are which, but it hasn't come out just yet. So let me look up Randy Johnson's windup. So looking it up, looks like a relatively normal pitching stance. Okay. Doesn't do anything weird. That would kind of look like his. Yeah. That might be his, actually. Okay. So that's Randy Johnson. So this is him for now. Now we have to go into this little showcase thing with a 49 overall. Yeah, look at us go. I'll probably dump a little bit of stubs into this player. I don't have a whole lot to work with, though. That's the only problem. But I'll dump a little bit. Pitches are a lot easier to upgrade, though. So actually, I might not dump any subs. Each game you get like 600 subs if you pitch good. I can only imagine Randy Johnson running a 60-yard dash. It's a funny thing to imagine. Oh, look at him go. Those 6'10" lanky legs. Way taller than everyone. Oh, look at him run. How'd I do? He's like, oh, that's alright. I haven't ran at all in this whole year. So now what actually matters, they're judging your velocity, command, and movement. Warm up and practice them before your evaluation begins. So basically what the idea is, they're going to make you like pitch each pitch in these little circles. And obviously the middle circle is like a bullseye, so that's ideal. And you get a couple points for each other one. So might as well. I'll just start the evaluation. Fastball's down the middle should be the easiest one. Oh, I did it during training. Now I'm a little nervous. Oh, pain in that corner. They're going to draft me #1 overall after this one. Ooh, that's a ball, but I hit the middle circle, so that's alright. Second circle. Okay, they're kind of giving me the benefit of the doubt because a lot of these are going in the third over or little circle down there, but they're telling me it's the second one. Like that one was way in the third one. Now the slider. Ooh, Randy Johnson had a dirty slider, so take a step off. I don't like when the ball disappears, so I need to make sure. Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm lining it up. Ooh, that one I whiffed. Okay, give me the second one on that one. It's weird not even have to pitch to the right spot. I mean, like, oh, that's an awful pitch. Come on. Okay, that one's third circle. I'll take it. And now the splitter. That's the thing with having a really heavy off-speed pitch. It's not easy to control that pitch. Like a slider, it's not easy to pinpoint a slider and where you want it to go. Ooh, that one was awful. Got third circle. Try to hit one more big one. Okay. Looks like we did about decent. This guy coming up to us. Okay. Yeah. No, we get it.
Some scouts come down to make personal contact with a player of interest.
I hope so. The scouting thing is a lot sooner, or it's a lot quicker when you're a pitcher. I have a number of clubs. I appreciate it. Thank you. They got all my pitches looking like they're a little bit better than they should be. My fastball is 95 to 100 miles an hour, so I got the speed. Okay, so that will be the end of the first episode. In the next episode, obviously, we might have a cussing coming up. But anyways, the next episode, we'll be doing the 3 showcase games. I'll be showing you guys all the pitching, all that stuff, and it should be exciting. I'm excited to come back and make a pitcher, and especially have it be Randy Johnson, try to get some big strikeouts and things of that nature. So, I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the showcase games. Okay, so we got a few training points. We'll dump those in the play on the next episode, and then we'll start getting ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.